everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and I am here today with the kits that I alluded to in one of my previous videos. I am happy to say that I got my upload issue resolved this week. After taking 2 hours to upload my video last weekend, I had my cable company come out and they determined that a power outage had caused some damage to our modem. So they gave me a new modem, and I think I'm back in business now. So yay! So first up, I have two kits. The first one is going to be my Shabby Chic kit, and the second one is going to be my Vintage kit. And I am selling these one kit each per person. If you only want one of the kits, it will be in the U.S. First class shipping. If you want both of the kits, then it will go to priority mail, and that will be determined by your location. I do ship worldwide, so my international subbies, if you are looking to buy one or both of these kits, let me know and I'll quote you a price for shipping. So let's get started. I have to refresh my memory on what's in these kits because the Shabby Chic one I put together during the Christmas holidays, and the Vintage ones I put together last week. So in the Shabby Chic kit, and all of the kits are $35 per kit, and that does not include the shipping. So the fabric in the Shabby Chic kit is a piece of this lace. Let me move stuff out of the way here. This pretty floral pattern lace. And it has a kind of a scalloped edge on the bottom. So a piece of lace. This gorgeous floral kind of damask kind of fabric in pastel, soft pastel colors. I'm wondering if I turn off the light if you can see it better. I think so. It cuts down on the shine. Some pretty pinks and lavenders in the flowers, and then these swirls in a cream color. It's really pretty. I hope the camera is picking it up because it's very pretty fabric. You can kind of see the sheen in the fabric and the pattern. Gorgeous. This came off of actually a tablecloth. It was beautiful. I had trouble cutting it, but of course I did. So there's a piece of that beautiful fabric. There's a piece of, and everything in this Shabby kit is whites, creams, and various shades of pink. So that's what you're going to get in everything in this kit. You have this kind of lining in a light pink fabric to make some flowers with. Good sized piece of that. Another piece of lace that is probably about 6 inches, about 5.5 inches wide, in a lovely cream color, very delicate and soft. So a piece of that lace. Another piece of scalloped lace in just an off-white color. It's probably about a yard of that, or maybe a little bit more of that. The pretty kind of shabby edge to it. And then a piece of this filet lace, kind of a netting with these little flowers in them. That's probably about 8 inches wide, and that's the length of it. So those are the kind of fabrics in here. Each kit will also come, everything's the same in all the kits except for this part of it. This is a grab bag of different laces in white and cream and pink. I think each one of them, the only thing the same in each one is some pink gimp trim and some either white or cream gimp trim, and the rest is all different laces from my stash. So you'll get a grab bag of laces, and you'll also get in the Shabby Chic kit a length of this wedding dress trim. I think this is a yard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a yard or just under a yard. Pretty beaded, oops, beaded scalloped trim with iridescent sequins on it. So you'll get a length of that. I'm going to dump this bag out here. Whoop. Oh boy, I should have organized this a little bit better. Let's see, for doilies, there's 3 of this pink doily, light pink doily, 3 of this darker pink doily, and 3 of this cream doily. And let me see, are there any more doilies? Nope, that's it for the doilies. Oh, well, I take that back. There's some little ones. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 of these little doilies, little white doilies. I think there's some more. And 3 of these little pink and cream flowers. I'm looking through here. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 of these flower appliques. There's also a length of, I think this is a yard, yeah, of this beaded trim with the teardrop and round pearls on it. A yard of that. A selection of, make sure I get them all here. A selection of wedding dress appliques. There's this one, looks like a little pineapple. You've got this cream one, heavily beaded. You've got this one here, little medallion. You've got this one, also heavily beaded. Turn my light back on. You've got this one in a cream. Got this one. And you have this cut work. So those wedding dress appliques in this kit. There's also 3 of this applique in white with the rolled roses and the beads on it. So there's 3 of those. There's 3 of these little pink butterflies with the pearl in the center. So 3 of those. And looks like, I thought I had 3 of these, but I don't see the other one. So maybe there's just 2 of this one, this flower with the pearl in the center. 2 of those. There's 1 of this curly mulberry flower. There's this silk flower from a wedding. I think it was from a wedding veil, if I'm not mistaken. You have this rolled, or a mulberry rose, large rose. There's a selection of rolled roses. See if I can get them all. A selection of these rolled roses. Little tiny rolled ribbon roses. There's a large and a small bauble that has, I don't know if you can see through that, there's roses in the background of both of those. It's kind of hard to see, there's a glare, sorry about that. There's this rose cabochon. There are 2 of these large pearl buttons, gold buttons. There's a There's only one of this little flower cluster with pink and green and kind of a mauve color. There's a selection, this will be different in each one, a selection of my pearl and flower dangles. Oops. 2 long ones and 1 short one in each kit. Isn't that pretty? There's a set of these ceramic, I think, flowers. There's a soft mauve and then some cream ones. There is, oh, here's another small rose cabochon. A bag of pink pearls on a string. These are loose pearls that are on a string. So pink pearls, a selection of beads and sequins, a little bag of satin covered buttons, another bag with some larger pearls and some pink beads, and then each one will have a length of pretty pearls to use on your projects. Oh, here's the third one. There is three of that one. One got left behind. So this is the Shabby Chic kit, $35. One of these per person, please. I have 6 of this one available. So that is the Shabby Chic kit. Next up is the Vintage kit. The fabrics in the Vintage kit are this long piece of lace. It's a floral lace with a scallop on both edges, but it's probably at least a yard, maybe a little bit more than a yard of it down to that end. So a piece of lace. There's a piece of fabric. Now this is gold silk fabric. It's a pretty large piece. It's probably at least a half a yard by a half a yard. It's gold silk. If anybody is interested in large pieces of this gold silk, it looks like raw silk. You can see it up. It's kind of hard to see. But the label on the fabric was 100% silk. If anybody is interested in large pieces of this silk, let me get my notes. I have 7 pieces available of it that are 96 inches by 48 inches. If anybody's interested in just this silk, contact me and we'll talk about price. I have no idea what to price that for. So those are the fabrics, the lace and the gold silk. There's also a piece of this. Let me try to do this without getting everything confused. A piece of this vintage crochet. That is that long. Pretty vintage color. There's a piece of, this is probably almost a yard, at least 3/4 of a yard. This kind of net material. Crocheted material. So you've got a big piece of that. There's another piece of this one here that has the like flower buds going across it, and it has a pretty crochet edge. That's probably about maybe a foot, 12 inches long. Great for covering a page. There's a piece of this Very sheer net fabric. You can see how sheer that is. Pretty vintage tea-stained kind of color. And there's a piece of this filet lace. Come out so you can see the whole thing. This one's probably about 16 inches or so. 14, 16 inches. And this is that woven filet. Very pretty. Already that pretty tea-stained color. So there's a piece of that. There are 3 of these appliques that are the tea-stained color already, and they have this little rosebud. I can't remember if I showed this. I either showed this video earlier this week, or it's coming up next week, the bodice for this dress. So there's 3 of those. And then there's 3 of this one here that's already that tea-stained pretty color with a few beads on it. There's some beads on the flowers and on the edge. So there's 3 of those. And there's also 3 of these, there's 5 of these a set of 5 small appliques from that same dress that has gold threading through it. You can see the gold thread. So 5 pieces of that, or 5 of those. This kit also has, I'm going to come out now, 2 of these pineapple, white pineapple applique, or doilies. 1 of this pretty little vintage. Gotta come in on this one, it's really pretty. You can see the pattern on it, and it has a floral with rose and lavender flowers in the center. I love that. 1 of those. It has 1 of these handkerchiefs with the crochet around the edge and the crochet in one corner, linen. It has 3 of this little doily, 3 of those, 3 of these. It has 2 of this very dainty, very vintage doily, linen with I'm not sure what this is around the edge. It's not crochet. It might be bobbin. Very pretty. There's actually 3 of those. 3 of those. There's 3 of this one. It's probably about 5 inches across. So there's 3 of those. There's this little linen piece with some cross stitch on it. Not sure what that is. It could be a dog, maybe. There's this gorgeous piece here, and you can probably, well, it's kind of hard to see on a same color background. Let me put it on white, see, and come in on it. Very, very delicate. Look at that. It's amazing. With linen in the middle. 1 of those. 1 of this linen eyelet one. And then 2 of this very vintage. These are very, very old. They have age stains. I did try to wash them to at least get the old smell out of them. But the age stain is there. So you've got 1 of this with the kind of ecru and blue in the center, and then a slightly, well, no, just a little bit different shaped one with the blue blue on the edges. So those two pieces are in this kit as well. And then also in this kit is going to be a grab bag of laces with all whites and creams. So the grab bag will be different. Everything else you've seen in this kit is the same. The grab bag will be slightly different. This kit also has a length of this tassel trim. Very pretty. It's kind of a sage green and a antique gold. This is probably about 18 inches. So there will be a length of that. In the vintage kit, there's also this trim here with the, what's the right side? Oh, this is the right side. With these balls on it. They are like a light sage green and same thing, like a antique gold. So there's a length of that. That's probably about 18 inches as well. And then some, a selection of flat back pearls in different sizes and colors, and then some satin covered buttons in here as well for making flowers, and that's to go with this here. There's 3 of this one, 3 of this one. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. These are all small crochet doilies to make flowers with. 3 of that one, 3 of this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 of these little squares with the threads gathered in the center. There's 5 of this one, 5 of this one, 3 or 4, no, 5 of this one. I think there's 4 or 5 of this one. There's 5 of this one. There's 5 of this one. All kinds of different combinations you can make with these. There's 5 of this spider, white spider. And then lastly there's 5 of this little one here. So this is the vintage kit. It also is $35. One of each kit per person. If you want both, I will have to quote you a price for shipping. First come, first serve. If you are interested in either of these kits, the instructions on how to order are down below. As they sell out, I will also mark them sold as down below. So thanks for watching through this very long video again, and bye for now.